Are you guys fans of Chris Sims?
He's fine.
I
never
have
really,
a strong opinion
I'll
either
be honest,
way.
I never really digest his content unless
Do you
we talk
take him
about it on
seriously?
I think he's a serious guy.
He
Yeah,
covers the league. I mean, he's fine. It's just,
got an
I never
informed-
really interact with his content a lot.
I would
unless
say
we
he's got a
talk
more
about it here.
informed opinion than me. Yeah, so
So
but
he
I don't
comes
have a
out.
file either way.
He comes out with his quarterback rankings every year.
Mm-hmm.
And are you interested in knowing where he has Jaden Daniels ranked?
Yes. I mean, Strap did tell me, but I'd be interested in the overall rankings.
All right, so I'll
everybody.
give you some context then.
Let's get started at the bottom first.
The
do
bottom, or you want
The
like
bottom.
number
Bottom like
10?
30, like whatever.
All right, hold on a second. I'm going to punch it up again. Like he's a guy who has those
Does
tiers.
he have like Joe Flacco down there, at this point in his career? Not to say that I'm not trying to poop on Joe Flacco, but like, somebody, a Gardner Minshew or something like 30th, somebody.
For some reason, the article I punched up, I only have 10 through 5.
Okay. All right. So give me.
I can, if you want me to find
Give me
number
10.
30,
Give me
maybe
10.
Drab, you can
Fine.
find
No,
it.
that's fine. Give me 10.
So number 10, there's some pushback. He has Jalen Hurts, number 10. He writes, the Super Bowl champ, the Super Bowl MVP, really kind of incredible year. When you really think about it, the ultimate leader, that's the first thing I'll say. He's tough. He's the same guy all the time. He can handle the Philadelphia criticism, good or bad. He brings a skill set to the Eagles offense that makes them almost indefensible with all the talent they have. What he brings to the table puts it over the top where you're like, oh my God, what do we defend? That said, he has him number 10. All right.
I think Hurts's numbers get artificially inflated by the ton of touchdowns he scores from the tush push. Personally,
if you eliminated the tush push and they were just
numbers aren't impressive because they don't need to be because they rush the ball so effectively. So,
but if you eliminated the tush push and just made them regular quarterback sneaks, wouldn't he have? Maybe he doesn't have 15, 16, 17 touchdowns,
20,
but maybe he has 13.
No,
I feel like he's gonna score.
He had 14 last year. I would say if you took away the tush push, that number gets cut in half.
I don't think so.
I'll go over the half. I'll go over that. I think he's still going to get a bunch of those at the goal line.
He's got super strong legs, and he'll
I think they
get in
just
there.
give more to Barkley at the goal line than him.
Maybe.
Okay.
I would think if they did not have the tush push, that Barkley would get more of the carries inside the 5 than Hurts.
All right, I'll do right now. I'll bet you over 7.
Over 7
But they didn't eliminate the tush push.
Oh, I thought we did.
No.
They tabled it. They ended up tabling
tush push
it.
is still
After
active.
all of the shenanigans, they ended up tabling it for
I don't
another
even
year.
think they tabled it. They had a vote. It didn't pass.
Can't
Still a
remember.
thing.
33 of its 55 career rushing touchdowns are through a 1-yard plunge. So within the 1 or closer.
So well more than half.
Yeah, but I don't think that. I get it. We don't know the percentage now of tush push versus regular quarterback sneak. I just think if he has the 1-yarder, if he's not allowed to do the tush push with somebody pushing from behind,
That's been my argument.
which you still are, he can still probably get in most of the time.
Yeah.
And like I said, even the average quarterback, when you look at their quarterback sneak numbers, it's in the high 80s in terms of percentage. The tush push took it to another level. All right, so you got Jalen Hurts number 10. They've got Baker Mayfield number 9. I kind of have qualms with this.
Baker was basically a quarterback nobody wanted 3 years ago.
Yes.
Yeah, he was hopping around from team to team.
Remember, the Rams signed him, and like 2 days later, he was playing in a game for him.
Mm-hmm.
Nobody cared.
He had a good game that game.
Yeah.
I think he was second in the league in touchdown passes last year, right? Wasn't Burrow 1, Baker 2? You can check me on that. But Baker's number 9. They've got Herbert ahead of him, number 8.
He might be a little bit overrated.
Yeah.
He might be.
And remember, we're kind of tainted by the playoff disappointments for Herbert. I might put Baker ahead of Justin Herbert. Who do you like better?
I think they're about the same. I mean, I'm not going to quibble over one ranking. By the way, Baker had 41 touchdowns, as did Lamar last year. They were tied for second.
I think Baker's just a grittier player. There's something gritty about Baker. I don't know. Not the most talented guy by any stretch.
Yeah,
he's just
he
a
definitely
tough guy.
seems. Now, Harbaugh would say that Justin Herbert suffered, but he looks more like a slicky boy versus Baker looks like a tough dude.
Just gritty.
But I don't think Justin Herbert's not tough. I'm just saying perception.
Yeah.
He's got CJ Stroud number 7.
That might be a little high.
Could be.
Yeah. Go ahead.
It's probably So at number 6, Matthew Stafford.
It's hard to argue. I mean, Stafford got the Rams to within one game of the NFC title game. Like they almost beat the Eagles at the Link last season.
Coming in at number 5 with only Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen, Patrick Mahomes, and Joe Burrow ahead of him, Jayden Daniels.
I think that's a fair ranking. I think
it's awfully high, but I love it. I think it's awfully high. I'm not going to quibble with it. But if you put Matthew Stafford ahead of Jayden Daniels in terms of pure throwing, I couldn't argue it. But I don't know of the others. Again, maybe some people would put Hurts based on his success, but I don't know. Might be a good number. Might be a good spot.
5's a great spot.
It's just that he doesn't have like that large body of work. He's got 1 year.
Yeah.
And I almost wonder.
And he didn't have a prolific passing year.
I almost wonder, had Chris Sims done the ranking before the last 5 games, and you can't take it away from him, but before those last 5 games, and you said, let Jayden cook, he only had 11 touchdown passes, right? And then he just tore it up in the last 5 games. He had a big game against the Titans.
Like the most important games, he had his biggest games.
Right, but
the Titans, I wouldn't say that's the most important.
Well, there's one dud team sprinkled in there, but he played his best when the team needed him to play his best.
I always felt like the touchdowns were going to come. I'm trying not to get like those kind of come and go, I think. I don't know. It's hard to predict touchdowns. Like the eye test was he was pretty special. That's what I thought.
Early on, he had his completion percentage came down, but Tressway had several games where he didn't punt the ball.
Yeah.
I mean, he accounted for 31 total touchdowns as a rookie. You're going to take that every single time.
Of course.
Throwing and rushing.
But if you stopped them at 11 or whatever, say you got hurt and you had to redo it, maybe you'd drop them 4 or 5 spots, but I don't think you drop them out of I don't know that you would have dropped them out of the top 10. I don't know.
He had a fantastic rookie season.
That's it. I don't think anybody can
complain
about that ranking.
No.
You can't expect anybody to have him ranked higher. That's about as maxed out as you could probably be.
It'd be hard to elevate him right now. Now, if he has another year like he had this year,
right?
And let's say Joe Burrow misses the playoffs again,
right?
And Jayden takes the Commanders to the playoffs, then you could maybe make an argument. But it's hard to supplant Lamar, who's got 2 MVPs, could have won a third. Josh Allen, who's usually finished in second or third in the MVP, won an MVP. Patrick Mahomes has multiple Super Bowl rings, multiple MVPs. It's hard to supplant any of those guys. The only guy that he could probably supplant next year would be Burrow.
If he falls off. I don't think Allen's falling off. I don't think Mahomes is falling. I don't think any of those guys are falling off.
But if Jayden has like 30 passing touchdowns and 8 or 10 rushing touchdowns, it's going to be hard to keep him out of the top 4. He's bumping somebody if his numbers spike in year 2.
Coming up next, Greg Doyle from the Indy Stars is going to join us. We'll talk some NBA Finals and the legacy of Jim Irsay next here on the Junkies.